Hello, Mithra explorers. Today we're diving deep into the mysterious and spooky world of Japanese folklore. Get ready for chills and thrills as we uncover the legend of Yuki-Onna, the famous snow lady of Japanese folklore. If you are ready, let's dive in. Deep within the annals of Japanese folklore resides one of its most infamous femme fatales, the Yuki-Onna, or Snow Woman. She emerges from the swirling tempests of mountain snowstorms, a vision of beauty that belies her deadly nature. Her presence is haunting, her skin as pale as the snow itself, her tresses crowned with frost, and her kimono a stark contrast against the wintry landscape. Some tales whisper of her origin, suggesting she may embody the very essence of snow, a yokai beyond mortal comprehension. Legends of Yuki-Onna vary across Japan's mountains, each tale adding a layer of terror to her existence. In Iwate and Miyagi, she freezes unsuspecting travelers with a single glance, their bodies turn to ice in an instant. In Niigata, she is known as Yuki-Joro, a sinister figure who preys upon children, feeding on their innocence as she devours their raw livers. Residents of Ibaraki and Fukushima caution that ignoring Yuki-Onna's call invites dire consequences, a fatal plunge from cliffs or a burial beneath an icy shroud. Despite numerous sightings and tales spanning generations, debates persist. Is Yuki-Onna a singular entity, a specter haunting Japan's peaks? Or does she represent a breed of yokai, her kindred spirits awaiting their own icy reckonings? Surviving an encounter with Yuki-Onna is a rare feat, but not impossible. There is precisely one report of a man surviving an encounter with Yuki-Onna. Lafcadio Hearn chronicled it in his 1903 book, Kwaidan. An elderly woodcutter named Mosaku and his teenage apprentice, Minokichi, were overtaken by a snowstorm in the mountains. They hunkered down in a hut to wait out the storm. Late that evening, Minokichi awoke to find a beautiful woman. Her skin as pale as the color of snow. The long, straight white hair complemented her white, dazzling kimono, bending over his mentor, blowing her fatal breath upon his face. Realizing she was being watched, she turned on the young man. But she took pity and offered to spare him if he swore never to reveal what he had seen. Should he ever speak of what happened, however, she would take her revenge. Minokichi startled awake the next morning. The storm had broken. Had it been a dream? Yet Mosaku was dead, a look of terror frozen into his features. And so the young man resolved never to speak of the incident again. At roughly the same time the following year, Minokichi happened to run into a beautiful young woman on the footpath leading past the village. Introducing herself as Oyuki, a common name meaning snow, she told the young man she was an orphan on her way to Edo, now Tokyo, in search of employment. As it turned out, Oyuki never did make it to Edo because she and Minokichi fell in love at first sight. They married shortly thereafter, and before long, Oyuki was pregnant with Minokichi's child. Over the next decade, she bore him 9 more children, all healthy little boys and girls. The family lived happily for many years. But one evening, as his wife sewed by candlelight, Minokichi remarked that she reminded him of someone. The story of his encounter in the hut spilled from him, bottled up after so many years.
"It was I," shrieked Oyuki, flying from her chair into the startled Minokichi's face. "You swore an oath, and were it not for our children, I would kill you where you stand. Take good care of them, for if they ever have reason to complain, I'll track you to the ends of the earth and make you pay.
And swiftly as she appeared, Yuki-Onna vanished into the night, leaving Minokichi to ponder the cost of his broken vow, her chilling words echoing a warning through the ages. And so, the legend of Yuki-Onna persists, a cautionary tale of beauty and death entwined, whispered among the silent peaks of old Japan. Remember, myths and legends like these are part of what makes exploring different cultures so fascinating and fun. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more thrilling tales from Mithra. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.